Last September, on the streets of Philadelphia, a 14-year-old who was scrimmaging at Roxborough High School, Nicolas Elizalde, killed in a mass shooting.
The pain is indescribable. It's horrific.
The pain of Nicolas's loss has been felt all across the city, including in South Philadelphia by Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts.
The way we lost Nicolas was truly tragic, and I feel like the least that I could do was be there for the family.
In December, Jalen went to Nicholas's Saul High School. He met with Nicholas's family, provided a brief moment of comfort, and an unbreakable bond formed.
As soon as he started approaching me, I just instantly burst into tears. He probably thought I was crazy.
So we walk into this classroom, and of course, he stood out. And so Margie, my daughter, stands up and she says, "Oh, I'd like to introduce you to Jalen Hurts." And he stood up and he's shaking hands, but I mean, it was so uplifting.
To see the joy in their faces when they saw me, when they got to talk about what it is that I do on the field, and how I bring them joy by what I do on the field, I think it was truly heartwarming.
EAGLES, Eagles!
This past Saturday, the family gathered in Delaware County to watch the Eagles' playoff game against the Giants. Nick's mom and grandmom wore Jalen Hurts sweatshirts sent to them by Jalen himself that morning.
And when I open the box, here it is. There's no card in there, but I know this, it's Jalen Hurts.
These macaroons are a dessert that Nick and I usually make together. This is the first time I've made them since he was killed.
The strength in this family is incredible. The support of Nicholas's favorite team helps them, from Eagles players and coaches wearing the Roxborough jerseys and t-shirts to Sean Bradley remembering their son on his cleats for the My Cleats, My Cause game.
Sean Bradley's cleats, that is one of the biggest honors of my life, to see my son's name on the field like that. He could have chosen anything, and he chose my son and the other victims.
The circumstances of Nicolas Elizalde's death are the result of Philadelphia's gun violence problem, an issue that the Eagles support and Nicholas's mom gives voice to.
My son was killed in a mass shooting by children at school. He died on the dirt at his school in his football uniform, and I laid down with him.
Raw emotion like that is why Nick's grandmom is forever thankful to Jalen and the Eagles. She penned the Eagles quarterback a letter that she shared with us.
Her days are filled with sorrow, but in that classroom at Saul on December 13th, when you complimented her Doc Martens turquoise boots, there was a joy and a smile that I hadn't seen since before Nick's death.
A letter of encouragement, appreciation, a letter full of love. And when I say it's a Philly thing, that's what I mean.
It's a Philly thing. 4 words that Jalen uses to describe the bond between the team and the city. For this family, that bond is forever.
It's just been crippling. But when we turn that game on, that's the only time we really feel joy and can think happy. And he started to tear up. And he said, "We say Nick's name before every game." And it just was so touching.
We go through tough times, we have adversity in front of us, but ultimately, the city always finds a way. And I think the people in this city always find a way.
He's got a friend for life in me.
Meredith wears Nick's favorite sneakers and holds the card that celebrates his life closely. She keeps it next to her so Nick can watch every game with her. Lucy Bustamante, NBC 10.